funky. Hip
Hi everybody, this is Sir Pierre, back another year, another day with another unboxing. These headphones aren't officially released until 11th, January 11th. So you will probably not see this video until then, but I still want to wish us all a very good year, and I hope that we will all get a great 2021 and for all future. So this is the latest from Sudio. These are called Sudio 9. And I'm very glad to be able to try them out before they are official, of course. I really like to try new products. And my thoughts about these, I have a couple of thoughts and I think they're all going to be very suitable. This Christmas I bought my mother a pair of Beat Flex because she wanted wireless headphones, and I tried the Sudio 1, I think it was, with her, and she's used to the AirPods, the standard with the cable, and she didn't like that in-ear thing, and I didn't want to buy her AirPods because I think she's gonna drop them, so that's why I bought the Beats Flex. But the Beats Flex seems to be a bit too modern and hard to use for her. But my thought about the Beats Flex is that she can hang them around her neck when she's not using them, and only use the in-ear headphones when she's going to. But with the standard old AirPods that she has today, she had them in the ear all the time. And with all the new headphones that I try and that I hear people talking, they are terrible to talk in. Some of them are, it sounds like you have something in between the microphone, like you're talking into a pillow or something. And some of them are totally useless if it's windy outside. And some, like the AirPods Pro, which I hate now, they are just terrible because they pick up everything around and not me or the person that I'm talking with. So if I would hear, let's say, if I'm talking to someone that have AirPods Max, and they would like unbox something like this, and it would sound terrible in my phone. So what I'm looking for nowadays with earphones, is the long stem. The longer the stem is, the closer the microphone is to the mouth. And these Sudio 9, Sudio Nio have the rubber tips. They look like AirPods, almost exactly like AirPods. But they have the rubber tips, so if you want to use that, they are more safe in your ears. They will not drop out as easy. And they have the longer stem, so they should be better to talk in. Because Sudio, I've tried, I think 4 or 5 different pair of Sudio headphones now. More, I think. And I really like their sound. I really do. So I have no doubt that this will have good quality with the sound. But I'm hoping about the talking thing, that they will be good there as well. So I'm gonna unbox them, show you, try them out, give them to my mom, and see what we both think about them. A little bit info about them. 20 hours of play, probably chargeable with the case. You know what I mean. You can charge them with the case as well. I think so. Adaptive dual microphone technology for great phone call experience. That was the part that I was after. I've been having contact with Sudio for a while now, and I have said to them so many times now, I really like your products, I really like the headphones, but please do something about the microphone, about the phone calls. And they say, we understand that, but people want as small earphones as possible, and then the microphone is pointed out in the atmosphere, not to your mouth. So with these brand new Studio 9, I think they have focused a little bit about the phone calls, because that's the main part, or the top part here. Adaptive dual microphone technology for great phone call experience. So I'm really excited to try these out, and for the price, 80 euro, I hope they will beat the crap out of AirPods. So let me unbox and show you, and then, as I said, the video won't. You will probably see this video 11th January, January 11th. I just want to say that for me this is January 1st. I haven't slept since New Year's Eve, so please don't mind me talking a bit weird. I'm not having a stroke or something, and I just realized that I forgot my lighting, so I hope this will do anyway. So to the unboxing. Nice box as usual, sturdy, and a case that must be smaller than an AirPods case. Of course, I'm going to compare and show that to you. And here we probably have a small charging cable and some kind of instructions. Yep, USB-C, of course. Everything else would be dumb. Probably the rubber plugs. Yeah. So we have 3 different sizes of the rubber plugs. I didn't expect that. Sudio, the button to connect, I guess. I don't know if they come charged, but of course I'm going to charge them before I use them. USB-C inlet. Oh, extra plug here as well. So we have 4 sizes of plugs. Very, very similar to the AirPods. But let me get my AirPods and show you the comparison. You see, activated it right away. Okay, so the size is also very similar. And I think the stem is longer on the AirPods. But as you can see, they are very similar. A bit larger case, so maybe we have more bass in the Studios. So this is going to be very fun to try out and compare. I think these will be absolutely more bang for the buck. And I really like these rubber plugs, so you can feel safer with them in your ear when you train or work out or jog or whatever. Things that I don't do. And maybe they're even more comfortable with that. So far, so really good actually. I made a couple of phone calls, and they are better than AirPods with phone calls. The voice with the person that I'm talking with is much clearer, and they say that they don't hear the background noises as much as usual, and I hear them just perfectly. So for phone calls, so far really good. And the rubber plugs, um, I like it that with the rubber plugs, I haven't tried all the sizes yet, but I don't have to have them as long in my ears as with standard AirPods without rubber plugs. So I like that they are more outside my ears. Very bad to explain. But I'm talking via them now, and just try the noise test. How annoying is that? Let me know. I just know that with AirPods, you would scream about that sound. So I'm gonna keep on
testing them, but initial first impression very good.
And this, of course, is how the AirPods sounds when making a phone call. I think I really don't like this Filmic Pro app, but this is the only app where I can use headphones as a microphone when filming. So if I get it right, this is how the microphone in the AirPods sounds, and this is how phone calls sounds at best. And compare that to what you just heard with the Studio One's microphone.
I have listened to my studios now for a while, and I say mine actually because I am unsure if I'm going to give them to my mom or not because I really like them. Uh, when listening to music, first of all, once again, the phone calls are flawless. No complaints there at all. When listening to music, they give you much more mid range. They are absolutely more bass than in your Apple AirPods, but also very much more mid range. And I really like that. I hate high notes, the high tones. I lowered those on the equalizer. I put those last bars to the bottom. I like mid range and I like bass. So for my taste, these fits me perfectly. But for you that mostly want to hear loud music and you just want it to be as loud as possible, maybe you would be missing some clarity. Yeah, some clarity. Uh, but for my taste, I like that darker. I almost only listen to hip hop, and for me, they fit my taste perfectly. More based on Apple AirPods, much more mid range, and the mid range go a bit into the bass, if you get what I mean, with the equalizer. So the step between bass and mid range are sewn in together. I don't know how to explain that for you that are not hi-fi nerds as me, but the equalizer for the bass is a bit higher than it should be, and the mid range is a bit lower than it should be. But once again, it fits my taste perfectly. So if you listen to R&B, rap, hip hop, and you want that warm mid range with that bass that is also there at low volumes, then they're perfect. If you listen to, I don't know, pop music and you want that clear high notes, then these are maybe not for you. But I want to say that those clear high notes on AirPods or earphones or earplugs, that is just bad for your ears. That is going to damage your ears, I promise you. Uh, so I don't know if I have too much more to say. I'm going to keep on listening to them. I have bought another pair of headphones for my mom just because I thought these were so good that I'm going to use them instead of my AirPods. But we will see what I think about those. I'm going to keep on listening. And yeah, one more thing that I like is that instead of the different kind of tapping, you skip track on right one and you go back on track on the left one. Um, Same with volume up and down, etc. So I really like that you have separated right from left instead of clicking twice and thrice and four times and five times, etc. etc. So I like that as well. And the rubber plugs, I did that mistake again when I take them off, the camera stops. But the rubber plugs isolates the other sounds. There are no noise canceling in these, but the rubber plugs gives you the feeling of noise canceling, and it cancel out some of the sound around you. So when you speak, it sounds sort of like you're speaking in your head, just like when you have in-ear earplugs or noise canceling headphones. So I like the rubber plugs as well, but I'm not going to use them all the time and that's nice that you can remove them and do whatever you want, use them however you want. So I'm really happy with them. I'm gonna keep on listening to them. Just to be clear, because I don't know where the camera shut off, because every time I take the earplugs in and out, the camera shuts. Uh, with these, I can play at maximum volume, and I have sensitive ears, so I never play anything at maximum volume. But with these, I can, and they sound good all the way to maximum volume, no problem at all. So that's why I'm trying to explain for you guys that want that very high volume that will damage your ear and high pitch notes. These are not for you. But if you want to listen to music, mid bass, bass, darker hip hop, R&B, they will do just fine. And I think that is good that you can't play as loud so you can damage your ears. These are just the perfect maximum volume, I think. I really feel that I am done with the test now. As I said, the AirPods are a lot louder when listening to music. You have much of the high notes, the high tones, which I don't like. So the maximum volume on the Sudio ones is 3 steps from the maximum volume of the Apple AirPods Generation 2. So I prefer the sound of the Sudio ones. I prefer that more mid-range, more bass, but they are not as loud as the Apple AirPods, and I think that is good. But I know that a lot of you people are used to that screaming high pitch note sounds and you just want everything as loud as possible. Then I guess the Apple AirPods is for you. And you might have noticed that with the new iOS 14, there is a safety thing that doesn't allow you to play on the highest volume with the AirPods anyway. So I absolutely prefer the Sudio ones before the Apple AirPods, both for making phone calls, which is most important to me, the fitment in the ears, and listening to music. Yeah, but I know that some of you people will think that they are too dark in the equalizer, but it fits me perfectly. So don't blame me if you try them on and think that they are not loud enough or clear enough. Thanks for watching. I have 2 more headphones coming home that I'm gonna try. I'm trying to find cheap options to like the Sony headphones or Apple headphones. So I'm gonna keep buying cheaper headphones and try them out. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and ask me if you have any questions.